Hello lovelies, good day and welcome back to my channel. My name is Uluwatosin. In case you're hearing my voice for the first time, and you're welcome. And to all my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. So in today's video, we are going to be learning how to cut this Adire fitted bubu with cut together sleeve. Like the sleeve is cut together with the shoulder, and here are the basic measurements required to cut a dress like this. So you are going to be considering the full length. You are going to measure the full length plus 2 inches allowance. You measure that twice and then you fold it into two to give you a fold of 4. Full length plus 2 inches allowance, measure that twice, fold it into two to give you a fold of 4. So when you are done doing that, the next thing to do is to consider the shoulder. The shoulder in this case is going to be like longer than the normal shoulder, because we are cutting the sleeve together with it. So our shoulder is actually 16. On fold of 2 I'm supposed to measure 8, but I'll be using 18. Then I'm going to measure a round sleeve. Our armhole is 20, then I used 22 as a round sleeve. Divided by 2, I marked 11. The next thing to do is to measure our bust. Then I'm going to be adding 4 inches allowance because of ease allowance. Then you are going to proceed to curve the armhole side a little bit. After that, you proceed to measuring our waist divided by 4 plus 4 inches allowance as well. The inches between the bust point and the waist, I measured 5. On that 5 is where I marked our waist divided by 4 plus 4 inches allowance. Then from the waist, I just proceeded to marking 8. On the point of 8 is where I measured a hip divided by 4 plus 4 inches allowance as well. I'm using 4 inches allowance because of ease allowance and sewing allowance. Then you're just going to connect this point straight to the whole length of the dress, and then you proceed to cutting it out. After cutting it out, I'm going to measure the neckline. I used neck width of 6, on fold of 2 gives me 3, and then neck depth of 1 for the back, and the back is a round neck. Then neck depth of 6 for the front, and the front is going to be a v-neck. So I'm just going to measure 6, and then I'm going to draw my v-neck line and proceed to cutting only front neck line out. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. So at this point, I'm just trying to pick figure out where the pocket is going to be, so that I'm just going to notch it before getting to my sewing machine. So I used a half length plus 2 inches. A half length is 16, I added 2 inches, and then the wideness of the pocket itself is 7. So I'm going to be notching these 2 points so that when I get to my sewing machine, I'll be able to easily identify where I'm going to skip. That's the part where the pocket is going to be. So this is the white fabric that I'll be putting on the neck, and I'm going to be using the easiest method so far to achieve this. So I'm placing it underneath the adire, making sure the right side of the white fabric is facing up, and then the right side of the adire is facing up as well. So just arrange that properly, and then you trace out the neckline first. After tracing out the neckline, bring it back. The right side of the white piece is up now, and then the right side of the adire is up as well. Then you proceed to marking your neck, like the design, the way you want it to be, depending on how you want it to be. So in my own case, I'm just trying to I'm going to put the picture somewhere up so that you guys can get what I'm saying. So just mark out the design according to what you have in mind or what you are trying to achieve. You get what I'm saying? It's that simple. So I marked out the full length that I want. I considered the half length, then I added 2 inches allowance as well as the full length. Then on both sides, to the left and to the right, I went up with 2 inches, and then I just joined those 2 points together, and then I proceeded to cutting it out. Like I said, you can just play around with this depending on the design that you are trying to achieve or that you have in mind. So when I was done, this is what it looks like. The next thing is to cut out the little black piece that is on top of this white piece again. But before then, I'll proceed to adding interfacing to this. I used stay as the interfacing, and now this is just me placing the black piece on top of it and then trying to trace it out to cover the little portion that I want it to cover. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Like I said, it's something you can just play around with. You can just get creative with this depending on what you are trying to achieve. So I marked that, and then when I was cutting it out, I added like half-inch allowance to the part that I marked. That half-inch is the one that I'm going to use to sew it on the white piece. Then I added interfacing to it as well before sewing it down on the white piece. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. So when I was done doing that, this is what it's looking like. The next thing is I proceeded to attaching the white piece on the neckline. I turned the neckline with the white piece. I made sure the right side of the white piece was facing the wrong side of the adire before turning, and after turning I flipped it out so that the right side of the white piece will be facing up, and then the right side of the adire will be facing up as well. And then I gave that a very good press. The next thing to do is just to neatly fold inward with like half-inch all around the white piece. Just fold it inward all around, be as neat as possible. I notched that part so that it will be easy to fold, so that everything will be neat. So just fold all around the white piece, and when I was done doing that, this is what is looking like. Then I proceeded to giving this a very good press, and then I just used like white bias to tape the tip of the sleeve, and the next thing is to shape. So to shape, I'm going to flip right side to right side, and then I'm just going to shape, not forgetting the part where I notched where the pocket is going to stay. When I get to that part, I'm going to skip it. I'll leave it open, and then I'll stop at 13 inches to the full length because of the side slit. It has two slits by the side. So when I was done doing all of these, guys, this is what I have. It is simple and elegant at the same time. Thank you so much for sticking with me from the beginning of this video till this point. I hope someone finds this video helpful and interesting. Please don't forget to subscribe if you've not. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me in the comment section, and please give my video a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.